What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another solo leveling Arise video, and we are back to the free-to-play account, and I'm going to help you guys finish the dreaded reverse 2-2, which we did on the live stream with relative ease, and you'll be surprised at who I use and how I got it done. So with that being said, sorry, I'm just kind of finishing my food here. Live stream just ended. Remember, please go join my Discord, Nato's Discord. Subscribe to both of our channels. Giveaways are being done. A lot of people are asking about those, so that's how you do it. It is attached to the spreadsheet that is also in the description of this video. Plus, all the information you need to know is there as well. So let's go into how I beat this. But first, before we do that, I'm going to show you guys the team I used and why it works so well. Okay, so before I show you the video, let me go over my team. So the team that was used was Cha, Choi, and Nam. That's right, Nam. Okay, this is Nam's setup. She's the MVP here. This is what's going to matter the most, so I'm going to explain to you how this works. You guys can see my Nam on my free-to-play account is A0, 43k, 13,000 HP. This is what's going to matter, 13,000 HP. Remember that. Try to advance her if you can to growth, upgrade. Like 1 into the blue, you're good. Just follow this whole mechanic setup. You don't have to use the sword. As a matter of fact, you probably shouldn't use the sword. You most likely should use something with more HP. So you could probably use the book. It'll probably do better for you, to be quite honest with you. So this is probably better. You're probably better off using that rather than the steel sword. I had the steel sword on, was too lazy to replace it. It is what it is. More HP is better for her, okay? Because she scales off HP. Now, important things, skills. I only have 2 skills leveled up for her. It's this skill and this skill. That's all. Nothing else. So super cheap, very easy to do. Now this is where it matters second most, okay, is the artifacts. Breaker set artifact is going to help a lot, okay? Very important because she's a massive breaker and you want to have that in as much as possible. And then the aquamarine set, it doesn't matter what, if it's blue, white, it doesn't matter. As long as you can hit the threshold for HP and you have 4 of this, it's going to help you guys defeat the golem a lot faster. The reason why is because it boosts the attack of your actual unit. So Cha's scale off attack and Choi is scale off attack. And I'm going to talk about those characters very shortly, okay? So that's how that's set up. Here's her stats. You guys can see here, she does have pretty decent crit. But again, she's not there for damage. It's irrelevant. Everything that matters here is right over here. This is what's going to matter most, for HP. So build her this way, close to this power, close to this HP, and this exact artifact set. You're golden, okay? I'm going to show you guys how this works. So my Cha, a little bit different, obviously. You guys can see here, champion on the field, mixed bag of toughness, and this, if I had the full line set, I'd use that instead, but I don't have good artifacts with better sets. So this is what my Cha looks like for artifacts, okay? Skills, I have 7, 5, 6, 5, and 4. Very important, and she is A3. Keep that in mind. So A3 is really important for her. That's her sweet spot, right? Because A3, she does the waltz of the dance and does 50% more damage. And that's what you really want, right? So very important to have that on there. And also at the same time, A1 gives her the 5 stacks of the dance. So super important to have that. So this is my Cha. She's the main DPS. And then I have Choi. Choi is in there for one reason and one reason only. Quite honestly, he's there to do his... sorry, let me level this up. He's there to do one thing, and that is defense down. That's it. His ult is like nice to have, but it's not a necessity. He is A1 for me. I just pulled him recently, so I was able to get his meteor as well too, which does fairly decent damage. But overall, Cha is going to be who does most of the work for you, so you're not really going to have to worry too much about Choi in this run at all. Okay, so very important to remember that. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at the actual battle, and I'll show you guys the mechanics of how I did it and how I was able to beat it with using an SR breaker and 2 SSRs like this. Okay, so my total power I don't believe was even that high. So here's the video. This is me doing it live. I'm over here. You guys can see right there. Boop, right there, okay? So that's me. I'm going to just take over my face right now. We'll keep this on silent. So I actually was stuck on this the last few days, but I haven't tried it. Now, one thing to note here, let me just set up my team. Nam, I think I kept Cha. Actually, no, I put Cha, Nam, Choi, and Nam. That's it. Okay, so this is the power right there, 179, 115. You guys realize I'm in the white, right? Make sure you are in the white. If you're not in the white, if you're in the red CP, your breaks do way less. You need to try to get yourself to the white. Now you guys can also tell I have 0 wind breakers. No Jinchul is being used and no Jinchuls were being harmed in the making of this video as well. I've got Igris, which you don't really need, by the way. I just put them on there because I want Cha to have more crit. That's what matters most. But you could also put blades in there for more attack, which would help you. It doesn't help Nam with her breaking, but it does help the 2 of these guys do more damage overall, right? Because Choi doesn't have any crit abilities. So you guys can see there, I'm going in. We're going to do this as quickly as possible. Now, you start off with Cha first, and you want to just blade dance all over everyone's face. Yeah, break these rocks with your sword. So essentially going in, blade dance 1, 2, 3. You can see that dies quickly. 4, 5, 6. Remember, you have up to 12 seconds of spamming that. Do your Sword of Light or whatever the hell it's called, and then move over here. I'm gonna do a quick QTE, and this is beautiful for and I got hit there like an idiot, so got lethargy. But you can see here the defense down makes a big difference. So do your hits, bring Cha back in. Do not bring Nam. Bring Cha back in. Kill this guy with Dancer. And this part was weird. I kind of got lagged a little bit and couldn't go through because that guy was blocking the way. But anyways, this is where it gets very important, okay? You're going to need to bring Nam in the entire fight for this spawn until you break him. So bring in your shadows and start breaking. Look at Nam's breaking abilities. Look how fast that's breaking, right? One thing to note as well, don't let that happen. Keep your distance. She has a very big range, and her core damage, I don't know if you guys know this, but see this little faint white bar up here? That is how fast, like when you get to the end here, unless you're doing massive core damage, this bar slowly continues to go down. So you need to hit that bar faster so it goes away right away. So that right there, if you're at the end of it and you're only doing basic attacks, it won't break until this bar is completely gone. So I don't know, and most people don't notice that, but there you go. See, you do a big break move, it takes it away right away. But if you don't do a big break move, it actually stalls. So your core damage for her actually helps. See how it's still there? Actually, this one's gone. But look how fast she's breaking it, right? This is the whole goal. Do not bring anybody in until you break him. Okay, freeze him here. Get the hell out of the way. You guys can see he takes no damage when his break bar is up, but look how fast she's doing it. I've got 1 minute and 56 seconds left, right? So just keep breaking this way, continue this, and just use her 2 skills. Her core damage does pretty decent damage as well too for break, so use it when you can, and it just sits in one spot. Here I messed up a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, I messed up here. I thought for sure I'm gonna have the break, so I kind of brought Cha in a bit too early. Right there, look, I thought I had it right here, and I brought it way too early. So I look at that, that's what's on me. Look at that break bar. See that little faint white line? Yeah, you need to let that finish. I didn't let it finish, so that was my fault. So I had to bring it right back in and just shoot him once. See, that broke it that time. So there you go. Now you just go in with full damage. Look how much faster he loses HP at that point, right? Now, a couple of things to note. You can bring a bleeder in, but it's not going to matter that much. You want to make sure that you have Choi in here because you want that defense down. See that defense right here? Okay, so there's 2 defense downs here going on. They don't stack, okay? But this one here is not a regular defense down. This one is for burn defense, okay? This is for regular defense. This is because of his weapon. I have his weapon crafted. So this does more burn damage for a couple seconds. This is the regular defense down, okay? So watch. This one's going to go away right away. It's almost gone. And you want to cast this as quick as you can while that's up so you do more damage with your ult, okay? Here you guys can see I'm going to drop meteors on him shortly. Right there. Do not bring Nan back in. She's not needed unless you want to freeze him for any reason. Like that, right? I'm about to freeze him. And then do ultimate and take her out ASAP, right? Okay, so there we go. You guys can see here, Cha comes in, does branded. Very important that branded is done. And then you just continue doing the same flow right there. Keep doing your dancer. This will hit really, really hard and knock it out the ballpark. Bring Choi back in, do a couple of hits here, and then you can finish it off either with Choi, like I just did, or finish it off with Cha, whichever way you see fit. So that is the team and the setup. I know a lot of you guys are stuck. We did a lot today during the free-to-play account, guys. I did floor 28 to 33 on free-to-play. Floor 28 without getting hit once. So I'll show you guys that full video as well too, coming up later on. But that's essentially how you get this one done. If you can mimic that team in any way, shape, or form, you're set to go. Make sure you have enough DPS. Choi and Cha play a major role here in terms of damage. You can also bring in Alicia instead of Choi if you want for damage as well too, but she doesn't bring down that defense down that will help Cha do more. So keep that in mind. All right, guys, free to play. This is Payne. Thank you for joining. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.